John, John, chapter 8, verse 43. Why do ye not understand my speech? Even because ye cannot hear my words. Yea, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abideth not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar, and the father of it. And because I tell you the truth, ye believe me not. Which of you convinceth me of a sin? Salaki. Did I say that right? That part of me. So I gotta say that word right. Let me see. I think it's convinceth. Doesn't look like it. Salaki, brothers.
Jeff. Convinceth.
Yeah, I did. Salaki. Which of you convinces me of a sin? And if I say the truth, why do ye not believe me? He that is of God heareth God's words, which his name is Yahweh. Ye therefore hear them not, because ye are not of Yahweh. I'd like to give all prayers and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, HaKadosh. The Wadiyah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, for giving us the apostles and the elders of great millstone, who deserved our honors, rightfully so. And shalom to the again, pushing the word in sincerity and truth, and being faith-based, and being prepared for what is to come. And what is to come? Race wars, famine, concentration camps, the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, 200 million missiles hitting the soils of America. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord lift up the hopeful elect into the chambers. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord shooting laser beams at the ungodly and the heathens, rightfully so. Yeah. Why do ye not understand my speech? That's what Yahawashi is saying right now. See, Yahawashi had problems with the people too. Okay? The people gave him problems back then too. You know, the words I'm reading right now is in red in the scriptures. This is Yahawashi, who they ignorantly call Jesus. He had problems with the people. They didn't like what he was preaching about. Right? They didn't like what he was talking about. He was talking about famines, war, how these people are going to turn against each other, great insurrection. He was talking about these things. These are things he was talking about. And at this point, I was trying to put two and two together, which makes logical sense. I was looking up Nero, and I didn't go deeper into it. So I asked Google, who was the last Roman Empire? So they said it was Nero. And lo and behold, Trump is the last president of America. So I was just putting that together. I was just looking it up, and it was just like it narrowed itself down. We speak about these things, right? A lot of things have been spoken to us, right? Us coming into the fold, right? Things have been spoken to us. We heard it, we absorbed it, and it made sense. We went over certain things according to the scriptures, and we found we dig deep, a little deeper. We didn't go too deep. We sort of got enough information to clarify the apostles were correct, right? And then days go on, and then you find out more information, and it all starts to make sense. It all clicks. All right, they got these people quitting their jobs because they don't want to be touching other people's stuff. It's a scared pandemic going on. Forget about the pandemic that they talking about, the coronavirus, right? It's a scared pandemic. These people are scared. And, how can you fear something like that? Because you don't have faith in Yahawashi. See, that's when it narrows itself down. What type of power you gonna fear? Which power are you gonna fear? You gonna fear Esau's power or Yahawashi power? Because Esau can't give you a soul. He can't give you the spirit. Only Yahawashi can give you the spirit. All right? And the scripture speaks about that. Fear the one that could hurt the body and the soul. If I said, yeah, let me see that fast. I want to read that. I've been trying to find that verse for a minute. I can't remember where it's at. Salakia. Body and soul. Let's see if it pops up. Abaratazai pops up. Because that's the only one you're supposed to fear. Because Yahweh Yahawashi gives life and he Alright, here it goes. Because you cannot Yahawashi says this too. This is Yahawashi saying this. Alright? He's telling you that you shouldn't have fear in nothing that's happening around you. Because all the years you've been on the earth, right? Now to speak to the brothers, all the time you've been on the earth, you've been trying to figure out how to get a come up, and you like, yo, get rich or die trying. You hear songs like that, and it's and you chasing the wrong thing. What is it? What was the song that some song that 50 Cent made that song, and another song Biggie Smalls made, and everybody made these songs. How they gonna die trying, some shit, whatever, a whole bunch of songs. So they dying for the wrong reason. And that what power is that they dying for? The dollar. Right? They dying for the dollar. They're not dying for the king's sake. Right? Because we're gonna be prosecuted for the king's sake. That's what's happening right now. Okay? And he was prosecuted for the father's sake. Right? So these things is narrowing itself down. And you're going to see who the Lord Yahweh Yahawashi is dealing with. And when it gets worse and worse, because it is, because they're not letting up. They're not. You mean to tell me all these, you got all this money, and you don't have the technology to stop what's going on? Bullshit. Because we found out Bill Gates got the patent to the coronavirus. So if you got a patent to something, that means you could if you got a patent something, you know what to do with the patent. You already know how to stop it. You can't have something. It's a balance. You can't have good without evil, and you can't have evil without good. The CDC, the Central Control. I can't pronounce how the words go, but they control the disease control something. You got the control over these diseases. So that means you're able to do something. People probably is dying from something. Or people getting killed. Who knows what's going on? Being poisoned. Oh, we're going to give you a shot. It's going to help you. And they poison them. That one is dead. So it's about eliminating people. Remember, the Georgia Guidestone. These are the things that were spoken about. And you cannot hide the Georgia Guidestone. You could type in Georgia right now. Whoever's listening to this that didn't heard me before, you could type in the Georgia Guidestone. And what is the Georgia Guidestone? It's a bunch of stones over there talking about how they want to reduce humanity. These things this is what's happening right now. Bill Gates said he want to come back as Bill. There was a picture of Bill Gates talking about he want to give everybody. You gotta have a mark of certificate as you took the test. And when you try to explain this to individuals, that's why the apostles is so correct about what they said about individuals in your family. Yeah, your brothers, your sisters. You can't go back to them because they hugging on this world. They hugging on this world. When you come into this truth, you have to eliminate people on the scale of thinking how you thinking. And when you might try to when I first came to the truth, I tried to tell my immediate family, my people that I grew up with. Yahawashi did the same thing. First place he went to, he preached that, and what happened? They said, "Yeah, you the carpenter's son. What are you talking about?" They didn't accept him. Yahawashi had the same issues we having. No one loved you. You call him Jesus. They didn't love Jesus back then. Only a few people love Jesus, right? You call him Jesus, right? But his name is Yahawashi. Only a few people love Yahawashi. He came with the truth. They didn't want it. All right? Look what it says right here. He said, this is Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. And fear not them which can kill the body. Because this body is nothing. Look at it. If it was something, you wouldn't be sick. You wouldn't be dying. You wouldn't be catching illness. You wouldn't have infirmities. This body is nothing. Fear not them that which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul. They can't do nothing to the spirit. That's what they mad about. That's how you know they mad at Yahawashi. So what they want to do, they want to implement this microchip. And they know what they're telling you when they know what they're saying when they want to implement this microchip. No, Yahweh, these are my people. Joshua is saying that to the Lord. The so-called white man is saying that to the Lord. This is my people. I'm putting microchips in them. You know, they're not yours. That's what he's saying. That's what fucking Donald Trump is. That's what Bill Gates is saying. That's how much pride they have. So when you start telling individuals that it's why it's important you can't be around. It's important that you can't be around people of the world you used to be with, because you're gonna limit. You gotta be with like-minded men that speak the same language that you speak when it comes according to righteousness. So when you get around, when you case in point, someone called me and I can't speak to him because he's of this world. It doesn't matter what role people, if they're of this world is not my world. This is not our world. Our world is going to be perfect. That's what these people can't see. They cannot see perfection. This is why this is a glitch. This society is a glitch. Right? Salakia. It says Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him, Yahweh. You can't be put to death unless Yahweh ordained it. If Yahweh wants you dead, only Yahweh could say, I want him back. Because he's the one sitting on the podium. So you're not going to die unless the Lord wants you. Yahweh wants you to die. Satan can't kill you. He could torture you. He could do whatever, like he did to Job. He could do whatever manners of things that he's the prince of the air. So all these things that's happening, look, he put the so-called white man in charge, and he putting all this coronavirus, chemtrails in the sky. This motherfucker is not letting up. But are not able to kill the soul. They're not able to do nothing to the soul. See, this is what's going to narrow it down. This is going to narrow it down. It's going to be like, you're going to be like the 7 sons of Maccabees with an honorable mother. That's what's going to narrow it down. The honorable mother with the 7 sons. Because this is what happened to Yahawashi. Yahawashi was the ultimate honorable one. He was never with a woman. He was perfect. He never sinned in his life, and he was the ultimate sacrifice. He came down to earth and gave the message. This is him reading what I'm reading right now, Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. This is Yahawashi saying it. He says, let me read it again. Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul. But rather fear him, the him is Yahweh, which is able to destroy both soul, and body in hell. All right. Now the hell is a condition. All right. Put you in the grave, bring the spirit back. But he's not going to destroy the spirit. The spirit is him. But Ashashua, he wants to mentally destroy you, physically destroy you. He wants to torture you. He wants to take your babies and drink their blood. This is the type of madness this man is on. Salakia. Right? That verse was there. Where I was at, I know I was here. Alright, I was reading. Did I read this one? I was reading, I had a few verses I was reading, but Salakia, brother. So if I lost track of where I was at, Salakia. All right, let me read this one right here. Oh, okay, I think I got it now. That was Matthew's. No, that was John. That was John. Yeah, that was John. Let's go. That was Yahawashi. I was reading what Yahawashi said. All right, because you cannot because this Ashashua he murdered. That's how you know the spirit the spirit can never die. All right, the body you could kill the body. There's so many people that's been dead that died on the earth, and it makes logical sense that the spirit can never die because the spirit goes back to Yahweh and it comes back. These spirits are being re put back in bodies. And how do you do that? And this dynamic, that's dynamic itself. And the white man is trying to figure out that. That's why he makes test tube babies. He take the sperm, he hold the sperm, freeze the sperm, and then put it in some lady, and then trying to figure out how to break the egg and put the sperm in there. They know where the spirit lies at. They know the spirit lies in the sperm. Because they don't freeze people's eggs. They don't freeze. If they freeze the eggs, it just don't make no goddamn sense. Because the eggs don't give life. The sperm gives life. All right. These people are trying. They doing. They are Cain in the spirit. They the serpent, Cain, Esau, all the way up to now the so-called white man. They're the same spirit. It's the same spirit. The same one that there was a murderer back then. They the serpent now. They the red serpent. So they the same one. It's not different. The spirit is not different. All right. The spirit remains the same. It's the body that changes. And I was just thinking about that because I was thinking about Nero, and it makes logical sense that according to the spirit that Nero would have to be Donald Trump. Because everybody falls back in their lot. So like I was reading what Yahawashi said, right? Because he had problems back then. Yahawashi had massive problems with the people. He had problems with people. They wanted to kill him back then. They killed him. What are you talking about? They didn't want to. They put him to death. And they did it harshly. He was so brutally beaten that it makes logical sense. We're gonna see that body. Because we the one that our people gave up Yahawashi to Pontius Pilate. Is that Pontius Pilate? Yeah, Pontius Pilate. And they beat him brutally. You think he's not angry right now? He had to take all that pain. Then you wonder why he drunk every day. He was drinking. And then the people still the same people he came to talk to, they didn't want to listen to him. And he had to still take their burden. That is an honorable king. Worthy to be praised. Worthy to worship. And right now, in the spirit world, everybody worship the king. This is the last place that's got to worship Yahawashi. This is right now. This whole planet is going to bow to the king. You know what the scriptures say. Off with your head. Salakia. I know I was here. I just can't remember where I was at. Alright, I went up a verse. I think I went up. I said, yeah, you would. I read this. I read down to from the verse because I was just thinking about he was a murderer from the beginning. It was just so much stuff running through my head. He was just like Cain. Cain killed Abel and then told the Lord, I don't know, I'm not my brother's keeper. That's from the scriptures. New Jack City put that, am I my brother's keeper? That's the scriptures. You're supposed to be your brother's keeper. You're supposed to inform your brother and your sisters. You're supposed to. That's your job. When you're in the scriptures, that's what we go out there. We go out there to inform. We're not out there bashing and pulling out guns and robbing niggas. Which that's what they want you to do. They rather you do that than read the Bible. A nigga, you was a damn nigga smoking cigarettes and weed or fucking they still in the corner with a 40 ounce trying to talk to somebody else's wife, then they'll love that. They'll love you doing that. Alright, it says, alright. I'm gonna try to get to the point real fast because the time is winding down. Alright, because he said, and then I'm gonna go to John chapter 8, verse 45. Just to narrow it down, if you want to go back up, we understand why. Because you just like you Jake, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American, you act just like fucking Joshua, the so-called white man. You act just like him. He's the one that gave your people the smallpox and the blankets. He's the one that gunned down your people with the Gatling gun. All right? And now he wants to put this fucking coronavirus out on your ass. He wants to lock you down. And the Lord's going to let him do it. So the Lord could justify his justice. The Lord going to justify himself. He going to be famous again. Yahawashi going to be infamous again. Yahawashi this is going to be this is it. This is it. This is what we've been looking for. Because I'm telling you, like this, this place makes me sick. I got to go around these people all fucking day. Fuck, just thinking about these people. These people are coronas. The coronavirus. To me, they the virus. So then what happened with virus? What you got to do? You got to destroy it. Ashasha is the coronavirus. Goddamn coronavirus. I've been on Earth all these years. I done got sick so many times. I'm supposed to be dead already. I'm sure that was a coronavirus somewhere. The flu. We probably had your body. That's why these bodies is nothing. They want to kill the body. They can't get to the soul. So what they gonna do? Kill you. No, we're not giving them back, Lord. We're gonna do whatever we gotta do to keep it. Prideful motherfucker. Their pride had deceived them. Alright? Salakia from all over the place, but it is narrowing it down right now. And what Yahawashi said. Because Yahawashi had problem with the people too. His own people turned him over to the so-called white man, which is Pontius Pilate. Alright? They turned him over. His own peoples. Yahawashi got ran down by niggas.